The meta-model, it's a sledgehammer made of questions. Why does it work? Because vagueness is a spell. And the meta-model, it's a goddamn spell breaker. Imagine someone walking through their day like a sleepwalker in a fog of assumptions. The meta-model is a lighthouse laser cutting through the mist. With a what specifically? And then according to whom? How do you know that? It's not just pattern interrupt. It's semantic aikido. Flipping the brain out of its trance state. Let me put it to you this way. You ever watch a kid trying to figure out how the world works? Always asking why. What's that? How come? That's your inner meta-model. Raw, unfiltered, annoying as fuck curiosity with a purpose. To dismantle the Lego castle of assumptions and rebuild it brick by brick. Imagine your mind. It's like a runaway freight train on tracks of automatic thought. The meta-model is the fucking emergency brake. It doesn't ask politely. It slams that motherfucker and says, "Hold up. What exactly do you mean by, they never listen to me?" Always. It's in every single time. Who's they? Your dog? Your boss? Your inner child? And bam, just like that, you force the brain to re-engage the prefrontal cortex. Lights go on, patterns get interrupted, all programs seize up. New neural options become available. So how do you already do this? Let's say your friend says, I'm such a failure. You already meta-model instinctively when you say, what happened? In what way? What makes you think that means you're a failure? You're chunking down, getting granular. You're forcing the statement to meet reality head on. But what if you chunked up too? What would success mean to you instead? What would have to happen for you to feel the opposite? Now you're zoning out, reframing the container. You're not just operating on content. You're redefining context. Generalizations. I always mess things up. Always. Like every single time, in every area of your life. Or just when cooking pasta. Deletions. They left me. Who specifically? Left where? What exactly happened? Distortions. They hate me. How do you know that? Do they say it? Are you guessing based on a look? These patterns, they're the core of automatic programming. They're like lines of buggy code, making your system glitch. The meta-model, it rewrites them in real time. Your words, they're not just air. They're neural architecture. Every sentence you say, it encodes a map of your perception. And your perception creates your reality. In neuro terms, meta-modeling, it forces a switch from default mode network, autopilot, to executive control network, conscious choice. It literally lights up regions of your brain responsible for insight, memory, updating, and adaptive learning. In karmic terms, every time you challenge your own or another's distortions, you collapse illusion. When you let the illusion run unchecked, you're reinforcing the frequency of misalignment. You keep karma alive. When you question it, you liberate it. So, why don't people meta-model more? They're scared of confrontation. They're attached to their story. They're terrified of breaking rapport. Or worse, they don't believe they've the right to question another's perception. But here's the deeper truth. Every unchallenged assumption becomes a silent jail cell. And you're the key holder. If you use this daily, you stop being confused by other people's language. You start spotting limiting beliefs in real time. You become the clarity engine in every conversation. Your relationships deepen. Your coaching and influence game hits fucking God mode. If you don't, you stay stuck in second-hand meaning. You keep buying the surface story. You miss the real problem under the words. You live in emotional reactivity instead of perceptual authorship. Let me channel it clean. Your mind is a forge. Every sentence is molten metal poured into a mould. If you're using rusty-ass molds, distortions, deletions, generalizations, then everything you build will be weak, cracked, and fragile. But if you hammer that shit on the anvil of truth, precision, curiosity, directness, you'll forge tools that never fail. And you'll know how to fix any broken thing in yourself or others. Let's get specific. What happened? When? Who? How do you know? Let's chunk up. What is the pattern here? What belief supports this? What's the bigger purpose? You want emotional mastery. Learn to ride the elevator with style. Every time someone speaks in vagueness, imagine a glitch in the matrix. You're the decoder. Use pacing to validate their emotion. Sounds like you're really hurt by that. Then lead with precision. Can I ask, what exactly was said that gave you that impression? Model it, mirror it, use it. As you hear these words, your unconscious mind can begin to recognize all the moments you've naturally questioned assumptions. And even if you don't know that you're doing it, you can start to bring the process forward. So from this moment on, your mind automatically starts to drill deeper, zoom wider, and clarify sharper. And every time someone speaks to you, or when your own mind starts spinning a story that might not be true. Because from this moment forward, truth becomes magnetic, precision becomes instinct, and confusion becomes the doorway into power.